What if you could turn yourself into plastic, metal, or even stone with just a few clicks? On this one, we will master the plastic balloon effect. But I'm also going to show you how to use the same technique to create maybe a zombie scene or maybe copper metal. So let's just dive in. The first thing that you need is a video source. It could be a movie, a series, or maybe a video of yourself. I'm going to use some free raw footage to avoid strikes on YouTube. So yeah, I have to follow the rules. The footage I'm going to use is this one. It's a man talking about something, and then at some point there's a cut and we see someone else. The trick is to take a screenshot of the first frame of every scene. And shout out to MrDenoise for providing this raw footage. You can play the video on your computer, not on an editor, and then just take a screenshot of the first frame. And every time that the scene changes, then you take a screenshot of that first frame. In my opinion, this is much easier to do on an editor like Premiere or DaVinci Resolve or even CapCut. And it's because with your keyboard, you can go frame by frame. On DaVinci Resolve, I need a frame of the first part of the scene, and then when we change on this one. So first, I will go here, and on DaVinci Resolve, it's a little bit more complex. You need to go to the color page. So this is the still or the screenshot that we want to take. I'm going to right-click, and we have an option to grab still. When I click it and I go to the gallery, we have the still right here. The only thing we need to do is to right-click and then export it. Once you have your export of the first scene, then you just need to move on the timeline and try to find the first frame of the next scene. And I'm going frame by frame. So this is the one. Now we just need to repeat the same steps. Back to the color page, right-click, grab still, we go to the still and we export it to our computer. Repeat the same process every time there is a cut in the video. Make sure you have all the different frames, and now we need to take it to an AI generator. On this one, I'm using FreePic, but you can use any service that has a good image generator like Nano Banana Pro and uses Kling Omni 1 reference video. Go to the image generator and you need to select the model. In my case, I'm using Nano Banana Pro. We need to add as a reference the first frame of the first scene. So I will go to upload, then upload media, and then upload the first one. I'm going to upload one by one so you can see the whole process. Now we need to tell Nano Banana Pro that we need to take this image as a reference and convert it into a 3D plastic glossy blown up balloon character. Sometimes when you run this prompt, you will be getting that effect, but sometimes it will change the background. If you don't want to change the background and you are getting that, well then go to the prompt and say keep the background unchanged. Just gonna see what happens if I just prompt this. If not, I will add it to the prompt. I'm going to keep it on 16:9, the original aspect ratio of the frame, and I'm gonna use 1K because it's a little bit slow. Now we just need to generate. Once we get it back, we can see it's a pretty good generation. We have the background, it's completely unchanged, and we have the plastic balloon character. And we just need to repeat the same process for all the other frames. I'm going to click on this one and then go back to upload and upload the other frame. There we go, add to media, and we have it as a reference, and we just need to repeat the same process, run the same prompt, go here and run it. As we get it back, we can see we get what we wanted, but notice that it's changing the microphone as well. And on the other one, if we take a closer look, some of the things, they look a little bit plasticky. So this is why I'm telling you, when you prompt for this, sometimes you need to add a little bit more to the prompt and ask to keep only the characters and not the background. Still, this will work pretty good. I'm going to use these two generations. Now we need to take it to the video generator. Here is highly important that we select the model that supports this. I will go to all models and then filter by provider. I'm going to use Kling. Now we could use the 3.0, but what we need is Kling Omni 1. If you want to use 01 because it's faster, you really can. On my occasion, I always much prefer to use the newest model because it gives you the best result. Now we need three things. We need the video as a reference, and then we need to use the frames that we've created to create that video, that effect. On the prompt, you have the option to upload a video as a reference or to select a video. I will click on that one and I will upload a video. Once you have your video uploaded, you just need to add the references. And we need to add this one as a reference. I'm going to use that image and add the other one as a reference and then use the image. Now, one important thing is the length of the video that you want to convert. The longer the video, the more it will cost. The video I'm using as a reference is a little bit less than 7 seconds. On Omni One, especially the version number 3, you can do up to 15 seconds. So again, make sure that you select the correct amount of seconds, the correct length. I'm gonna use 720, maybe I'm gonna use 1080p, 16:9, and this it's gonna be automatic for us. And now we just need to prompt, turn the motion and detailed mouth movement of the video to the setting of the images. Kling can be very specific with some prompts, so my recommendation is for you to use the exact template. Turn the something of the video to the setting of and then something else. Again, the templates are something very specific on Kling with some features, not with everything. And now, fingers crossed, we just need to run the task and see what we get back. All right, let's see if we get it.
So the yen, the rupee, the dollar, the peso, all fake.
What if you have a 1-minute video or more? Well, at the time of this recording, the maximum limit is usually 15 seconds. You will need to go back to the editor, chop the sequence into 15 seconds parts, get the stills for every single part, and then just go back here and repeat the process every 15 seconds. Once you have all the videos, you take it back to the editor and you export something longer. I know that the balloon effect is the trend, but you can be very creative here. We could change the characters or even the background into something completely different. Just to give you a couple of examples, I will go back to the image generator. I'm still using Nano Banana Pro, and maybe I will just dispose this one and then go to characters, go to my references. If we go to the uploads, I have the first image right there. So I want to convert this person into something else. I'm going to delete the prompt. I'm going to say that I want to convert the person into a copper material character. One single generation, 16:9 and 1K. Let's run it. And while this one is going, I'm going to do something else. I'm going to say convert the person into a stone marble character. I'm going to run this one, and I'm going to do one more. Convert the person into a realistic zombie character. Once we get back, we can see they are really, really cool. First is the copper metal. Let's see the other one. The other one, it's marble. And the last one is my favorite, which is a zombie. And I gotta say, it looks pretty convincing. If you liked all of this, please like and subscribe. This channel is supported by viewers only. To support this channel, you can buy me a coffee through PayPal, YouTube Thanks, Patreon, or you can join one of my courses. It's all in the description of the video.
Thank you.